When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport, and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Well, hello and welcome. Thank you for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. And the man is here. My God.
Woo!
There he is.
Saturday afternoon. Let me ask you something.
Yeah?
How the fuck do you run out of biscuits at Tim Hortons? Who's doing the ordering there?
That's a great question.
On Lake Avenue, I go, you know what? I'm going to get a coffee, and you know what? I'm going to have a morning biscuit and eat it on the way out to see Bill. And Tim Hortons, can I help you? I go, yeah, let me have a biscuit, sausage, egg. Oh, we're out of biscuits. I'm like, who does the ordering around here? I mean, it's 11:30 on a Saturday. Just start your day off. If it wasn't for you, buddy, my day would be ruined right now. So this is
so glad
absolutely.
that we could save you. That's great. That is great. Well,
you.
I mean, you saved my week last week.
Yeah, I try, buddy. I hand out smiles for free. Smiles for a mile.
I was embarrassed that I did that, but
yeah, you've been there before. I'm sure you're gonna be there.
No. I mean, even talked about it.
Oh well. It was weighing heavy on your heart.
It's a weird thing, right? And then I have lived in a world where if it happened to me, I'm probably going to end up talking about it in some way. And, yeah, I mean, no news to tell you about.
No, nothing?
No. It's weird because you start to feel like you go, oh, my God, there must be something wrong with me. And
yeah. You think? I've never felt that way ever in 55 years.
Right. Okay. So, and then I was saying I've never done anything like that before. And then I had to stop and go, hang on a second, bro. You weren't involved with anybody when cell phones were around, right? You were dating, but the cell phones weren't around.
Right.
Okay. So you couldn't act like an asshole unless you just called repeatedly, but you had to walk to the fucking phone.
Right.
This is right in your pocket.
Right.
So it's like, and then I was thinking about, and I'm like, yeah, and then you were married for 19 years. I mean, you might have fought a little bit on there, but I don't know. So
you're like Michael Jordan. You played basketball for so long, then you tried baseball. Like, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I go back to basketball and like, oh man, this is a lot harder than I remember it.
Well, here's the thing. I realize, and it's always nice, right, when you look at somebody else and you go, well, at least I'm not that. It's a little. It's Schadenfreude. It would be the term for that, but it's something that people do. And I stumbled on something by accident. I don't know why.
An empty beer bottle.
Really? You think you're funny? It was an accident.
Into the coffee table goes Bill.
Well, have you ever Googled yourself?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. I had never Googled myself.
Really?
Yeah, but
you mean standing naked in front of a full-length mirror?
No. That means ogled yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I meant Googled yourself.
I need a thesaurus.
You're doing. No, but I did one of these things where I put in someone was telling me
Bill Moran, Rochester.
No.
See what pops up.
Put in my proper name, first, middle, last name, town I live in. Right?
Okay.
You immediately feel violated if you do that. I'm not even kidding. Why does a website in Nevada know my last 3 addresses? Okay. Right. It can tell me my cousins, my age, and apparently that I may have owned a boat at some point in my life.
Yeah.
It's weird. And everybody listening, I think, has done that, where you've Googled themselves.
I think we've all been bored. Yeah, I have.
Google an ex. Mm-hmm. Have you ever done your full name on your birth certificate?
No, not Google.
Do that. Just see what happens.
Okay.
But people have Googled the date. They've Googled somebody from high school, right?
I've got a story for you. So when I was 21, I was working for Kinney Shoes. And we had an assistant manager meeting in Henrietta. And I met this girl. Her name was Krista. And back then you have to, if somebody wanted a shoe, you would type it in the computer, and a couple days later, it would tell you what store had it, and then you would call the store. Hey, I need a dyeable shoe, style number, blah blah blah, in a size 8. So I did that more often to try to get her store. Now she lived in Oneonta, and they would come up, and I would call her and say, "Hey, I need this shoe," and I would talk a little bit, as childish is. So after a few months, I go, you know what? I said, I gotta tell you, I've been doing extra shoe requests to try to get your store to call you. She goes, I've been doing the same thing for you.
What?
Yeah. So we ended up meeting once or twice. Yeah, twice.
So this is just, had you seen a picture of this woman?
We met at a manager meeting.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, and then,
that's old school stalking.
Yes.
That's old school.
It was good that she was doing it too.
Yeah. Well, God, yeah.
Yeah. So,
can you imagine she went, "You've been what?"
So
you would get fired today.
Oh, without a doubt.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm, as I'm thinking about that, you would get fired today. Yeah.
So we talked and saw each other a couple times over 6 months, and then she had a life change. I think she just wanted to get out of where she was, and she moved.
Oneonta?
From Oneonta, yeah.
I can't imagine wanting to get out of there.
It's a fun town. One strip club, one girl.
Yeah.
So I received a letter because I was trying to find what happened to her. So I knew her aunt and was writing and calling her. I'm like, is she okay?
You wrote and called the aunt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, is she okay?
Yeah.
Well, she's gone away and we're not really sure what she's doing. So finally she sent me a letter saying, hey, I'm changing my life. I'm sorry, but, I hear that you've been asking about me, so I'm fine, but it's not going to work out. And
I'm changing my life.
Yeah, I think she moved to Maine.
Wow, that's deep, dude.
Now, this was, I think, at 22. So when I moved to California, I was 30. And I think 31, 32, I Googled her full name. And it came up her name at this trust. And it was a 1-800 number, so I called her up just out of the blue.
Shut up.
No, I called the number, and
she answered?
She goes, yeah, so place. And I goes, Krista working there? She goes, this is Krista. I go, this is Doug Phelps. She goes, oh, my God, I was just thinking about you.
Stop.
I'm serious. I'm not lying. This is not a joke.
Where was, okay, 800 number. You don't know where you're calling.
It wasn't an 800 number. It was the area code. I don't want to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
It's 1 billion to 1 anybody would.
Yeah.
Find out.
Okay.
But so we talked for a little while longer, and then she was living with some guy, and it just kind of faded out. I did want to see her again to see if that spark, was still there, but it never happened.
You're a Hallmark movie back then, dude.
Yeah, right.
I mean, this is...
Well, it's sad. I wasn't dating anybody.
She the one that got away?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Well,
you don't
young
really know.
puppy love, you don't really know, but... Yeah. Had those feelings, but it's funny because I was talking to my friend the other day, and how's everything going? I'm like, it's life, and I'm catching back up. I always seem to be catching up, as most everybody is. You're looking for the next day. Then if I get to Saturday, then I'll get my paycheck. I take care of that, go have some fun, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
So, and I go, I get depressed every now and then. I'm a little lonely.
Who did you say this to? Her?
I don't want to say. No.
This is somebody else.
Yeah, somebody else Thursday.
Okay.
And
they were therapizing you at a bar?
I go, you know what? When you look at my life, the 2 longest careers I've had is being a DJ at strip clubs and raising money for breast cancer. I'm like, that doesn't show you how fucked up I am.
I want to do a little more on searching, like you could find today on that one.
Yes.
But I was gonna talk about you at 55.
55.
Yeah, because I was having some thoughts about you today.
Oh, okay.
And I wrote down some things.
Okay.
I don't know if you're gonna. I think
good or bad. Bring it on, buddy.
Just it's there. But if you went and found that chick now, or if you searched her,
that would be really stalking.
It would be, but she
just knocked at the door.
No, but
waited at her local convenience store down the street, 300 feet from her house.
If you did
not that I know that's how far it is.
Not that you're going to do that, but you could find her address, you could find her relatives, phone numbers, ages, criminal records, marriages, divorces. It's all there.
Right.
Political donations, estimated income, map of your house, estimated cost of your house if you sold it now, and you know what I saw on mine? Possible associates.
Possible
associates.
Business partners? Or
dude, I don't know.
Vinny the Fish is friends with you?
This is what I'm saying. It's like FBI, Mafia, or a really shitty band name. You know what I mean? Hey, now before Motley Crue, here comes possible associates. I go, it's like.
Well, I don't think that's fair. Same with winning the lottery, they put your name out there.
Yeah, well, I don't like that either.
No,
I don't like that. New York, not every state does. New York does.
Wonderful New York.
I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. I really don't. Because they're all about safety, allegedly. But yeah, I mean, guess not.
Like you've always said, you're not putting the genie back in the bottle.
Well, you can put that genie back in the bottle. Oh, this, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Finding somebody.
Here's the thing. I used to think social media was the product. No, we're the product.
Yeah.
We are. People can find any amount of information about you. Yeah. And when it's possible associates, I didn't know one person that was listed with me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they go through, and I forget. I wish I wrote down what site it was, because I just I think I did a search. Maybe someone was telling me about how you can do people searches. And I used to do, when I was like producing radio, I would use one to find different people around the country that we could call, like, just blindly, right?
Right.
And that one didn't exist anymore. So I'm like, I got to see. I wonder what's out there about me. And I don't know why. You ever go down like one of these dumb rabbit holes? When I see the associates, I'm like, wow. But I think they go to your Facebook page, and I don't know all my Facebook friends. So
you got 4,000 of them. There's no way.
So I like copied and pasted them into Facebook, the people that were associated with me. I think I was connected on Facebook with one or two people, and we had like one mutual friend.
Yeah.
I didn't know him. When it comes to home improvement, you've got choices. Let's say there's a hole in the bedroom wall, and somehow nobody in the house knows how it got there. You could fix it. I mean, there's always YouTube, right? But 3 hours later, it's going to look like a patch job. Not even a good patch job. And how about that leak under the kitchen sink? Yeah, you said you'd get to it, and that was, 2.5, 3 months ago? If we're being honest, we all have that list. The one where deep down, you're not totally sure you've got the skills to pull it off. If it's my list, I'm calling Mac of all trades. Holes in the wall, handled. Leaky sinks, done. Full kitchen remodel, yeah, they got that too. And hey, warmer weather's coming. How's that deck looking? Need it extended? Rebuilt? Outdoor patio? Don't be a deckhead. Call Mac of all trades, 585-202-9218. That's 585-202-9218. And you can see all they do online at macofalltrades.net. They'll handle it, so you don't have to. Doug is he is one of the last free-range men left in America. And when I say that with love, because you have no wife.
I have no wife.
You have no HR department in your life, right?
Nope.
No retirement strategy?
Not except marry old and
okay.
Marry old and rich. Hopefully getting that will.
You wake up every morning like a human scratch-off ticket, dude.
I love that. I'm going to use that.
You do?
Oh, human
you wake
scratch
up
off
every
ticket.
morning
That's
like
a
human
great
scratch-off
line.
ticket. That's all I'm like, this is crazy.
Yep.
You're 55, single, drive Uber, bartend. You do stand-up occasionally. And
dog sit?
A dog sit.
Podcast?
Yeah. And you
raise money for breast cancer?
Yeah. And you may return to...
DJing at strip clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The barrel of dollars. I told my buddies this the other night, and they're like, do it. We'll be there. You got to do it. I'm like, it's Sunday night. We don't care. We'll be there. Like,
okay, so this is crazy because, I'm going, that's Doug's resume. It actually sounds like people also searched.
A human scratch-off ticket, yeah.
That's what it is. But that's what you wake up. Honest to God, and I don't, this is going to sound...
It's fine.
Condescending. But I mean it with love.
Yes.
Because when I think about you, your life feels like 3 divorces happened simultaneously, even though you've never been married.
Right.
Like, that's it. Because you don't have necessarily a career. You've got side missions, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's freeing. That's the part that I think, like, as much as I'm teasing you a little bit, I go, yeah. I mean, you may be one random phone call away from, hey, I'm managing a haunted hayride. Come see me.
We saw you on Indeed.com and looking at your resume. Are you good with children? Oh, yeah.
Well, because most people, like 55-year-olds, right? Yeah. What do? Golf, garden, talk about their cholesterol. I mean, I don't know. That's what it feels like.
If you start hearing me talk about my health, I'm hanging it up right there.
Here's the difference.
I've been in those. I'm like,
yeah. But you know something that most 55-year-olds don't know.
What's that?
You know which bars still serve food at 1 to 1 a.m.
You think so? No.
I think so.
There's none.
Well, okay. I think you can tell the brand of vodka just by the smell.
No.
Okay.
Because I don't drink vodka.
No, but I thought maybe because you served it and stuff.
No, I can tell you which customers are going to be a pain in the ass or nice, and who's going to tip well or not.
Yeah. If you go back to strip club DJing, I guess that club will be playing a little less EDM and Lil Jon and a little more Motley Crue.
Yeah. If the girls even know who Motley Crue is. I guess they'll come up and tell me what to play. I'm going to go. In fact, I got text the other day. We got to get together to see if you want to do this. And I've just been too busy. There's one more thing on my plate that, what do I have time for?
Gentlemen, please welcome Destiny to the stage. And be kind. Her kid has a game at 7 a.m. Give it up for Mercedes.
All right, get ready for Tatiana. I used to introduce her grandmother, Sapphire. Man, could you imagine if some of those women came out of retirement? I'll tell you what. This just happened a few days ago. One of the girls I used to introduce came up on Facebook as people I might know. And I'm like, yeah, and I did go through her pictures to see what she looked like and what she's doing now. I believe she's happily married with a child. And there's no way I'm going to friend her. And actually, I didn't with her, but there was a couple other people I saw.
She lived in the area?
No.
Okay, out of the area.
Yeah. And
if you strip, right?
You move.
It's just,
at one point in your life, you're moving.
I go.
Strippers are movers.
Yeah, I'm not really.
They don't want to see anybody at Wegmans going, "Hey, what are you up to now?" You wanna go over to Barnes and Nobles? They've got a sofa and I can get a coffee.
Some guy's walking down the aisle trying to stick $1 in the back of her pants.
Oh, I've met girls out that used to strip, and it's a shock. It'd be like turning the corner and having Trump walk into you, like, hey, how you doing? Right. And you're like, what was her real name? And then of course, I'm like, was a stripper at the dollar store. I run into a lot of strippers at the dollar store. And I'm
that's because they get paid in singles. And it makes sense, Doug. It just makes sense.
$1.25 now. I give I have that glazed look, and I raise my finger, and I'm trying to get her name, and like, she's like, Betty. I'm like, not Silence? No, that was my stage name. That's what I thought.
Silence?
Silence was one of the girls. I met her last year, or banged into her.
Silence?
Yeah, that was her stage name.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about Uber driving? You have to hear everything, because I feel like, especially if people are intoxicated and they get in the back.
I don't do that anymore. I don't drive at night.
Okay.
That's a waste. And people think, you hear those stories. Oh, you're going to get people that are drunk and tip you $200.
Oh, no.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah. I was thinking more
once in your lifetime. Maybe in the bigger cities.
Yeah.
People are richer and friendlier. And I've gotten... I don't know if I've ever got 50. I've gotten a bunch of 20s from doing the introductions or introducing their girlfriend or telling jokes or, best Uber ride ever. Yeah, that happens.
But never, because I'm thinking breakups, affairs, panic attacks, drunk confessions. You could get all that stuff.
Well, I had the guy that had the convulsions in the backseat. He was in the military.
Yeah.
Hookers, escorts,
But do people get in and immediately trauma dump almost? And sometimes
no, I can kind of tell.
Yeah,
I try. Yeah. Hello, you're Bill. Yeah, I'm Bill. I'm like, for a guy, I don't give a shit. But if you're a girl,
well, what?
Hi, Jamie.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, how you doing? You get that? I don't want to talk about. I'm like, actually, I'm the best guy to talk about. I'm never going to see anybody and you should get it off your chest. And that's when the ball starts.
Really?
And they won't. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So what have you learned about somebody in their life without revealing, I guess, too much?
Well, I mean, I don't even remember who they are. I'm pretty sure I know that bad relationships, nothing for their birthday. I think he's cheating on me. He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean,
just complaining.
Yeah,
you know?
that's interesting because I think sometimes at night, and maybe I'm wrong, I would think like the driver's almost invisible and people just say shit.
I heard a story. Gosh, this was a while ago. I think she was on her phone, but she was talking about her girlfriend. And she said 2 guys came over and she got loose with both of them. She's telling me a story about another girl who had a threesome after drinking vodka or whatever it was. But I'm listening to the story on the phone. It's when they're on the phone, and sometimes they'll be in depth telling a story. And you get, this Uber driver must think I'm crazy. I'm like, no, actually, can I turn down the radio? Because I really want to, this is great to me. I love this stuff. Okay. They know they're never going to see me again. And I'll never see them again.
And they like that you're listening?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who were they talking to?
On
a phone? On the phone? And they had it on speaker?
They're loud enough that I can hear them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's, some people, as soon as they get in the car, they're on their phone. They're just talking.
Right.
I don't know if some of these people ever shut the fuck up and just appreciate silence. And they're talking about nothing.
Yeah, right.
The problem they had at work, or they didn't get the day off, and if they think I'm coming in, and blah, blah, and they just keep repeating the same story. I'm like, I'm sick of this shit.
And by the way, your phone knows.
Yeah. I remember one kid, it was a 11-minute ride. He must use the N-word at least 55 times.
Wow.
Talking, inner city. And I'm just like, this is so sad. I'm like, this guy's going nowhere. He can't even make a sentence without using profanity or racial slurs. He was black. I mean, I guess if you're black, it's okay. But it's still, I didn't want to hear it that many times. I don't want to hear it at all.
Yeah. I don't know where I actually fall on that one, right? I would never say it, so that's where I fall.
And the music sometimes I hear.
Yeah, that's true too. You will hear it there. Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, with you, most people follow a traditional script. They get married.
Yeah.
They have a career, kids, routine.
I didn't know what I wanted to do out of high school. All of a sudden, I was really good at wrestling, and that opened up doors to a small scholarship. And I just wanted to be accepted, to have some friends. I went from city school to Greece school, was in with the wrong type of guys. They were smoking weed and drinking beer, and I really didn't want to do that. And I never got high, and then switched where I was living, and then I just tried wrestling because I liked the WWF. Mm-hmm. And
very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
different.
Like, you know what? I gotta do something. And wrestling. So, and my best friend and my other 2 guys, Mike and Billy, years later, they said I walked into that meeting and like, this guy's never gonna last. And we've been friends for 4 years.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those moments, and they're great stories too.
So I didn't make JV or varsity my first year.
Yeah.
And I was in exhibition rounds.
Okay.
So, the worst kid on the team, if you had somebody from another school that wasn't good enough either, you would wrestle. And I was beating them.
Okay.
So, and then I got some confidence, got a little cocky.
Yeah.
And then was on the JV team.
Isn't it funny what confidence does?
It's
for you?
amazing.
It really is. And that's where, like, I think a lot of times where people follow like the traditional script, you had the confidence enough to freestyle the whole thing, and that's pretty admirable in my mind. It really is, because you're not stuck in something that how many people don't like their job?
Yeah.
Don't like what they're doing. Or let's say they spent a lot of money and went to college and studied a specific field to go into that career, and then got there and said, I don't like this. And I don't know. I don't know that's it. I mean, you're just openly surviving. You never think you're going to need a personal injury attorney until you do. It's not something you plan for. 1 minute you're just living your life. Next thing you know, you're dealing with an accident, an injury, missed work, and a whole lot of stress you didn't ask for. And here's the truth. Insurance companies, they've got a plan. They know exactly what they're doing. The question is, do you? That's why if it's me, I'm calling Connors and Ferris. They know the system, they know how to fight, and more importantly, they know how to take care of people when things get messy. You're not just a case file to them. They walk you through it step by step and make sure you're not getting pushed around when you're already down. So if life throws you one of those moments, don't try to figure it out alone. Call Connors and Ferris or visit connorsandferris.com with offices in New York City, Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo. Because when it matters most, you want someone in your corner who actually knows how to win. Connors and Ferris. There's this thing I just...
UFOs.
Yeah, well, I saw this thing about where they're starting the Alien Girls, and it's two women that go out. I mean, I guess it's a federal investigation. The Alien Girls, I mean, it sounds like...
Just more money from our tax dollars going nowhere.
I don't know.
The Alien Girls.
Yeah, it sounds like
they got 3 tits instead of 2. Yeah.
An energy drink promotion. I don't know what that is.
Alien Girls.
Yeah, or they sell crystals at the
under.
vape shop.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I got it. But apparently this is real. These women are reportedly traveling base to base, military base, asking military personnel, you ever see anything weird in the sky? And which kind of honestly feels like, because they're from the government, going, tell me honestly and I won't judge you. And I think they do judge you. I think that it's interesting with the UFO stuff. I think
I do believe in UFOs.
Okay. And
extraterrestrial.
I have a little bit of that myself.
Actually, they're making a porn about a guy with 3 balls. They're calling it E.T. the extra testicle.
Really? He fucking killed himself. He just killed himself.
I haven't told that joke in years. Go ahead.
He killed himself. No, it's just that I think that are we alone in the universe is a very, very scary concept for people. What's the biggest, most uncomfortable thing in humanity? What?
Oh, I know.
What is it?
What the biggest scare?
No,
what biggest scare I would think
Yeah.
people that there might not be a God.
Okay,
that
well,
somebody else started everything.
That it's uncertainty, right? The uncertainty is really what it is. No matter what, yes, you're right. That would be one, but it's an example under the umbrella of uncertainty. We don't like uncertainty at all. We want to know what's going to happen. That's why people have anxiety attacks and panic attacks about the future and all kinds of stuff. And honestly, if the aliens are real and the government knows it, I want a general up at a podium sweating his ass off telling me that you need to get stuff to cover. I don't know. And what we get instead is like, it's like the boringest stuff that they've released. We've assembled a bipartisan committee and we have a 418-page PDF. It's like, okay.
Yes or no?
Tell me.
Yeah.
Was that an alien over Nevada or not?
Exactly,
you know what I mean? Just tell me. And I don't know. Because I think everything in our world is over-explained. And when the government starts over-explaining something, I go, what's going on here? And, it's all predictable and algorithmic.
Well, the things that they're finding out in Egypt with the pyramids.
Yes.
That's amazing.
What are they finding out? Say it, because it is amazing.
I think they did sonar.
Yeah.
And the pyramids are actually, they go down farther than the Empire State Building.
Uh-huh.
That was one.
Yeah.
My buddy just told me this. And there's, on structures that they've tested rock, it's limestone mixed with something else, so that wasn't actually chiseled, it was actually made. And some of these bricks, you can't even get a piece of paper through.
Yeah.
They're so tightly put.
Yeah.
There's bigger
and you would
structures that weigh over 4,000 pounds, and they're downstairs, and there's no way people could get in there to move it down there. Mm-hmm. And it's so smooth that it doesn't make sense, so they can't explain it.
There's a lot of theories about the pyramids. There was also the Mayan calendar that was
Easter Island.
But the Mayan calendar was, from what I remember, precise. Like they didn't need a leap year. It was precise. And
when did we change it?
I don't know. The Roman calendar.
The Roman.
Right.
We got Roman fingers.
And we so
obviously you do too.
So do I from time to time, buddy. The Mayan calendar was better, but right, because when colonization and stuff, we were based on the Roman calendar, so we just came in and took over, and the Mayan calendar was swept away. But they also say there was a statue that they uncovered I don't know if it was in Mexico City, that was like a person in a spacesuit. What's the matter?
Oh, I thought somebody was calling you.
No. Oh. It's all right. So I have no idea.
They uncover what? A statue of somebody in a spacesuit?
They look like it's a statue, like an altar of some kind to somebody that looks like they are in a space helmet and everything, like the modern space helmet. And there are people that believe, I don't know, and it's a weird thing. Like I can go, okay, we know about evolution, and we can see things evolving, right? And just take it on a very simplistic level. Take when iPhone started to iPhone now. It has evolved into something that is an absolute necessity, right? So that is a form of evolution. Well, evolution, as we talk about it, is usually how we went from primitive man to human being, Homo sapien.
Yeah.
We are, what, a one gene chromosome, something away from the chimpanzee?
Because of our thumbs.
Yeah, okay. So how did the chimpanzee continue and we went this way? Usually evolution...
You can drive yourself crazy thinking about all these theories and everything. Did we evolve from fish? I don't believe that. No. Was it Adam and Eve?
Right.
Or did we just evolve? Was it God?
It was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, my friends.
You know what the first thing Adam said to Eve was, right? Stand back. I don't know how big this thing gets. George Washington was president in 1776, but they didn't discover dinosaurs till 1836. So George Washington didn't know anything about dinosaurs. Yeah.
That is interesting, right? Because we didn't know. So let's go with that, the evolution of things. Now you got the chimpanzee. There is a theory that aliens came. There was something they couldn't get on their planet that they needed to mine out of our planet, and they didn't have the manpower to get it. So they crossbred with the chimpanzees, and that's how human beings came to be. And people will say you're of the stars. I have no idea. I'm just saying that's the theory. Sounds insane, right? Sounds insane. Why? Because everything we were taught has become a belief, and we believe it, but we don't know. We don't know.
It says that God told Noah to build an ark, and for 40 days and 40 nights there was rain and drowned out everybody and start over.
Right. So you're all descendants of Noah.
There's Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
But in my day with dating, she usually has a Cain and really usually Abel. I came up with that one the other day.
I think people are obsessed with the UFO stuff. Don't you a little bit?
Some are. You know who is big is Dan Aykroyd. He does specials. And
he does?
Yes. Yeah. He's very big into that.
Because there's still...
I have seen some things in my life. One time I was outside of Windjammers taking out the garbage, and there was a light, and it just kept going back and forth. Mm-hmm. And I was just standing out there. I mean, there was nobody around, no way to prove it.
It's like the Brady Bunch one where they
something
shot.
Something like that, but it was more. And I went in and told my cousin about it, and, he believed it too. And there's another time years ago, I think I was 12, there was a light in the sky like a star, but it kept coming back. Mm-hmm. So, see some things like that. I believe there's extra, there's...
Well,
I think the universe is so big.
Yes, I think it would be selfish to think that.
I mean, if we're the front runners for stuff, there's got to be, we're in big trouble. I mean, there's got to be planets out there that know nothing of peace and know everything of peace. I'm sorry, they only know peace.
Well, yeah. Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying.
Different galaxy, and he's so far away. But if they're that advanced and they can't fly here, or they did and they don't want to come back because. I think that they're waiting for the Bills to win a Super Bowl.
I think that human beings need mystery. That's what I think. I think that you are hoping that your life is not get up, go to work, pay your bills, come home.
And that's why you're having this discussion with a human scratch off.
Right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I mean, that's what it is, because deep down, I think that's where terrified life is only that. And then, occasionally we'll argue about what the streaming passwords are and not be able to watch something.
I woke up today, I can either pay my DirecTV bill or go drink it away with a chick.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out by 8 o'clock tonight.
Right. And I'm not saying but people who really get into it, I think that they're looking for something else. And I I think it's good to strengthen your biggest muscle, which is your brain. Yep.
And if that's how you want to do it, read and research and write papers. And hey, more power to you. You're not hurting anybody, but unless you come, this is 100% factual and I have proof. It's all a theory. And
it is a theory.
You know?
I mean, the reason UFO stories, I think, explode now isn't just aliens. I think it's distrust. I think people hear there's no evidence.
There's distrust in everything, every walk of life.
Right. And you see it everywhere.
Fraud. I mean, gambling at casinos. They just broke it up to the mob where we're reading cards. I mean, you can't even have a friendly poker game without thinking your cards might be marked some way, even with friends. I mean, you're going to think that just for a split second. But everything...
Yeah.
That's why I think it's so important to have more of a family core now. You need that trust from your mother and father, and you're not going back and forth. That's going...
No, I get it.
But,
but there's,
even that.
Right, but we have such a distrust. I mean, with the government, they told us smoking was healthy for a little while. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. And for decades, they have lied, they've hidden things, they've classified things, denied things. And so now normal explanations seem suspicious to people. All right, Dougie Fresh.
Woo!
Yes.
Hey, happy Mother's Day to everybody. This is going to air Monday, but hopefully you had a great day yesterday with your mom.
Yep. I know. I didn't bring it up. Oh,
that's
because I know it's got to be a little tough. I haven't had a Father's Day yet, and we'll see. It'll be a little tough. For Dougie Fresh.
Woo!
For those that believe in aliens. For everyone who's just agreeing to whatever and being tracked, I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you next time at this precise location.
Tennessee place. Well, since I left California, baby, things have gotten